I came up with the idea for a translator when I met a French girl. That's really where the story starts. I was on vacation and I met this girl. It was difficult for us to communicate because she didn't speak English very well. And even when we tried to find a solution, like using some translation app to communicate, it was horrible. Look, if you and I are speaking and our phones are in our face like this, forget it. This is a wall. We're out of this real world interaction. Put this in your ear, puts us right back in it. Elodie, put this in your ear.
Je mets ça dans mon oreille?
Yeah, put it in your ear.
Comme ça?
Yeah.
Ok.
Can you hear me in French?
Pouvez-vous me entendre en français?
Oui. Et je peux t'entendre parler français? Mais c'est
Yes,
génial.
I can hear you talk French.
Attends, comment ça se fait? C'est
But this is awesome. But how you do it?
Yeah, it's translating. It's translating. This little wearable uses translation technology to allow two people to speak different languages, but still clearly understand each other. Simply put, when one person speaks, the other hears it in their language.
Developing the pilot has been an intensive process. Our team's been working on it for over 2 years. Our wide breadth of experts has allowed us to develop a product from the ground up.
We wanted to create something that hugs the curves of the ear without being obtrusive. Something snug but fashionable to wear. In the process, we just decided to throw in an extra earpiece for wireless streaming music. That means the full system includes 2 earpieces and its accompanying app. It's from the app itself where all of the languages are uploaded to the earpiece. It's kind of an end-all solution for the traveler or the international professional. That's what we're doing here at Waverly Labs. It's simply the most advanced communication wearable. The app works on its own if you just want to use the app for basic translation. But for the full experience, you really want the earpieces too. It's the dream, you know? A life untethered, free of language barriers. It's just that it's no longer a dream anymore. It's real.
Today, we're proud to present Volt, world's most eco-friendly lighter that'll make a change in our everyday habits, supporting the health of our planet.
Unlike plastic lighters, Volt is made to last for years. Volt lighter is simply charged with USB cable. It is made from recyclable products and does not use any liquid fuel. Volt is powerful enough to light up just anything you can think about, from candle to bonfire. Volt is windproof and waterproof. Volt lighter will hold a charge for more than a month, depending on usage frequency. Another amazing feature of Volt is that it has super fast charging system, and it takes only about 5 minutes to fully charge the lighter. While average lighters last a couple of months, Volt will serve for years.
It's time to recharge.
Chris and I created a prototype of the world's first wearable propulsion system for swimmers and snorkelers. For the last 3 years, we've worked to improve and refine our design in every conceivable way, and we're now excited to announce that we're ready to launch the first version of the underwater jetpack, the X2 Sport, on Indiegogo. The X2 Sport is a lightweight, wearable and easy to use underwater propulsion system. Whether you want to explore a reef or swim with the dolphins, the X2 delivers. With the X2, you can walk into the water from the beach or dive in from the side of a boat and go.
When you see a problem, my brain just immediately starts thinking about how I could put these things together, these materials or these processes together to really solve that problem. There's a personal satisfaction I get in being able to take technology and do something very meaningful and important and valuable with it. My name is Stefan Marsh. I'm the inventor of the air ring technology and the president of the company.
My name's Tom Cottons. I live in Southborough, Massachusetts with my wife. I'm a farmer. That's what I like to do. I found I had sleep apnea through a test.
Sleep apnea is an inability to maintain normal ventilation during sleep.
Oftentimes there's very dramatic snoring, gasping and choking in the night.
Why it's important to treat sleep apnea is the longer-term consequences, and that's where the associations with heart disease, metabolic disease,
higher risk of stroke, coronary disease, heart attack.
When you stop breathing and there's no oxygen going to your brain, that's going to do some damage over time.
The most common treatment is delivery of airway pressure through a mask.
It wasn't working for me. It was extremely cumbersome. I didn't want to take the mask off. I wanted to rip the mask off.
It's a minority of patients who are able to tolerate the treatment at home.
So I've got to find some way to deal with this and keep a smile on my face.
Man starts out usually doing things in a way that's brute force, but sometimes you can figure out a way to do it that's a little bit more elegant, a little bit easier, simpler, but that usually requires an invention.
This is amazing. I really think that if this works, this will be the answer for 99% of them. They'll never go back to using that Star Wars piece on their head again. When I see this, I say, how can that possibly get the air in me?
When I first talk to people about this, and I say, well, you know, we have these little micro pumps, and it turns out that they're very powerful, and they can pump the right amount of air at the right amount of pressure. Their first response is, no way, get out of here. And you know, and I go, well, yes, I think we can, because our micro pumps, our micro blowers, are very, very small. It's based on two membranes that are electrostatically attracted or repelled from each other. Opposite charges attract, and that's the bellows closing and blowing the air out. And like charges repel, and that's the bellows opening and sucking air in. And if hundreds and hundreds of these little bellows are plus and minus going together, you get a large amount of air to flow through. Zinc Air Batteries is a battery technology that has a lot of stored energy in it. It's very dense, which means it can be very small and have the right amount of energy. The nose buds, they're easy to insert. Really, it's one hand, grab it, stick it in your nose, you're done. The molded silicon rubber is extremely pliable. Everybody that we've tested it with has found it very comfortable.
Really, for the first time in this disease, we have a treatment that patients will be willing to use. The long-term consequences of sleep apnea will be reduced. It's comfortable, it's well tolerated, patients can sleep in a variety of positions. It's just a perfect treatment.
If you can take this simple technology and treat this sleeping disorder, this condition, that's what technology is for. You've got to go do something that's important. And I can't think of anything more important for these blowers to do than to save somebody's life.